All right. Thank you for tuning in today to another beautiful Saturday for the Small Business Showcase radio show live on KRDO. I'm your host, B-rad, along with my beautiful co-host, Krista of Sailing Stone Real Estate. How you doing today, Krista?
Wonderful, B-rad. It's amazing. Lots of fun stuff going on that I'm really excited about. So, yeah, having a good day.
All right, Krista. So you said it's you're happy and having a great day. Well, how's the real estate world? Tell us a little bit about your business, real quick here.
Real estate is certainly interesting. We've got a lot of fun stuff going on. We're heading into like the spring and summer market, so people are out there looking. You can feel it. It's definitely like a palpable difference from like where we were 6 months ago, when it was really hard to sell, and we were like, where are all the buyers? And now we're seeing them come back out. I think, interest rates have eased a little bit, and it's a good time to take a look at it, if you want to. No pressure.
No pressure at all. But hey, are you going to be doing any more of those cooking outs like you did at that one open house?
A cookout open house? Yeah, I might be doing that.
That's different and a pretty good idea.
We had a blow-up dinosaur out there. We're always into doing some weird stuff, whatever.
Any unique open houses like that coming up?
Not anything that I have on the calendar, but certainly there's some stuff I could put on the calendar because we got some stuff coming in. So.
Well, we know the listeners will definitely want to hear.
Yeah, we'll tell you all about it. But we do have something interesting coming up with Power Connectors, if I could talk about that for a second. Yeah, so Power Connectors, which is on the fourth Tuesday of every month at the Public House at the Alexander. This month we're doing something a little different, and we're doing a local artist showcase. So we are looking for 10 to 15 local artists who are interested in coming out for no fee to come. We just want you to have the opportunity to showcase your work in front of some people you maybe wouldn't be able to get in front of like normally. Just a group of business professionals, and have a good time with us. Maybe sell some pieces, meet some new people, build some relationships, and so we're looking for people to do that. So you can check us out on Power Connectors on Meetup or Facebook for the information. And we just love to see everybody there. Always open, always free, and a wonderful way to intentionally network your business.
Now, is this artists where only they do paintings or clay, or could it be artists where, hey, I got an old school CD because I'm trying to be a rock star?
Well, we are looking for a variety of art, so there is an application, and so we're looking for a variety of price ranges and different types of art. So we'd love anybody, any type of art, to come apply, and we'll chat with you and see if it's a good fit. And we want everybody to come enjoy these wonderful people creating beautiful works in our community.
And you never know, a business owner might want your art piece for their office.
All of the artwork in my house was done by local artists. I don't have anything like up that isn't in my home, and it's because I bought it at art shows just randomly, like walking in, and I fell in love, and now that's what I fill my home with, and so I think it's a good opportunity.
There was a local artist at the Colorado Springs Flea Market a few years ago, and he painted a Joker. And the Joker had a Joker wild card in his hand, and he was flipping the person off. But also on the Joker card, it was the Joker's face. So I bought that for the local artist, and I ended up donating it to Hellraisers. It's at Dominic's Tattoo Room.
Oh, that's cool.
But you never know what you could find with these local artists either.
People do some really amazing stuff. So I've been visiting galleries, over the last week or so, just trying to get out and let people know we're doing this and get some people to come. And wow, there's some just amazing
beautiful
people out
art
there. Yeah, and I work downtown, right in Artwork Alley, so we get to see like a lot of wonderful like community artwork go up downtown all the time. So we're pretty into it.
And speaking of art, we'll have Dawn and Carrie from Brush Crazy and the Mini Mac Bar on later to talk about art on April 15th for us.
I'm super excited about crafting day with all of you. Yep, we'll talk about that soon.
Definitely. So we do have our first guest here. We have Eddie, who has created something amazing. Me and Krista, wouldn't necessarily ask the question he's gotten, but I know there's listeners on here that is going to truly appreciate what this man is bringing, and he's built an app, which is pretty cool. He was showing us beforehand.
Yeah.
So tell us the name of the app, how they can find it, if it's on, Android, iPhone, and a little bit of what it is, and that question that you asked us.
Well, good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
My name is Eddie. So the app that we created is called Better Source, and basically the premise behind it is if you ever go into a restaurant and you want to know where they are sourcing their product from. So let's say you want to know that Joe Schmo's restaurant down the street is sourcing their beef from the local ranch down the way, instead of going to a restaurant that is getting their product from Cisco or US Foods or a huge distributor. Our app is going to allow you to do that. We actually rank all 9 sources of all local product that you can get, and we rank those restaurants from green to red. So you're going to know if that product is coming from a Cisco, a huge distributor, or if it's coming from a local source like your baker down the street or your local butcher. The reason this is becoming a huge issue right now, I'm sure you guys have heard that Cisco just acquired Restaurant Depot. They're in the process of acquiring Restaurant Depot. That means we're going to have major consolidation across the entire country. And that means your sources of meat are all going to come from the same place. You're going to see shrimp all coming from the same place. You're going to see appetizers all coming from the same place. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend my hard-earned money for the same product that you can find at a local Denny's or a local Chili's. I'm looking for local product. I'm looking for chefs that are putting their heart and soul into their kitchen.
So you're looking for people, the restaurants that are working with our local farmers throughout, the United States that are all locally owned. And
so,
am I understanding it correctly?
On the front end, as a consumer, you'll be able to look up and see what restaurant is using local product, what local product they're using. On the back end, we connect those restaurants with all of those local producers. So instead of just saying, haha, you're not using a local producer, we don't do that. We go behind the scenes and we go, okay, you don't want to use US Foods for your beef anymore. We're going to connect you with Valley Meats down in Alamosa. Or we're going to connect you with a local butcher in your local area. And then we will let the consumers know, yes, this restaurant is changing. They are working towards all local product. And we actually go through a certification process where we will call every single producer and make sure that that restaurant is using those local sources. So that way your hard-earned dollars go where you want it to go.
I love this, and I think that people do really care where their food comes from. I mean, it's always been a concern, right? And it's something a lot of people really have a lot to say about all the time, right? And that's good. And I think having the information right at your fingertips is really valuable. So this is very cool.
And we have a web version of the app, so you can just go to bettersource.app and it'll load on any browser for any device, even on your computer. Android has already been launched. You can go to the Play Store and download it. Apple should be up in the next 7 days. We're just waiting for them. So you'll be able to have it on any device. Anytime you go to a restaurant, you just pull up that Better Source app and you can see and you can compare one restaurant to another, and you can make sure that your dollars are going to local producers and local product.
What made you decide to go and build something like this? Was there anything like out there similar and you're like, oh, I can make it better? Or was this just one of those nights that it's like, bing, here's my idea?
So I was in the restaurant industry for nearly 30 years. I've run food trucks, I've run restaurants, and the biggest question that we always get from our guests is, where are you sourcing your product? My most recent restaurant we opened, we told people, this is where our beef came from, this is where our milk came from, this is where our eggs came from. And people really gravitated towards that. And when I looked online, you can find websites that do farm to table, which is great, but that doesn't tell the whole story. We really want to delve in and see where all of your product is coming from. We want to know how much you're really part of the community. How much are you really supporting those local producers?
I never would have thought to ask a restaurant, where are you sourcing your food from? I never would have thought that, to be honest. That's why when he asked me the question, I'm like, no.
Probably the one thing I always notice is like when I go in, I eat burgers a lot. And so when I go in and like if they don't ask you what temperature like your burger like you want it cooked to, like you automatically know that like this is a frozen like meat product, right? Like instantly like this is a frozen product and you have to cook it to the temperature, so you can't get a burger like medium. So then I'm like, this isn't gonna be good. Like they probably aren't getting good beef, and that's probably the only like thing I really noticed.
I've noticed that they do taste differently when they don't ask, but I never knew that. So you just kind of mind blown me just now.
Yeah, if they're asking how you want your burger cooked, like that was fresh beef.
And then
Interesting.
And then it's interesting being in a landlocked state. We have a lot of seafood places out here.
We do.
Are they freezing that product and bringing it in,
Where
or
is
are
it
they
coming
flying
from?
it in fresh?
Yeah.
I've worked for a restaurant before that flew in that product fresh every single day. So it didn't matter if you were in a landlocked state.
Yeah.
But people want to know, why, if I'm eating seafood, where is that coming from?
I feel like that's a question that gets asked around here a lot. Like, people are always like, where's a good seafood restaurant? Like, we're in Colorado, like, there can't be, where is there actually fresh seafood? So having a place where you could go, like, look that up, I mean, that sounds amazing.
There's a question on the live here. Will that app also tell you if it's a local restaurant or a chain, anything like that too?
We will never have large chain restaurants on our restaurant or on our platform. So you'll never see a McDonald's, you'll never see a Denny's, you'll never see a Chili's. We always go for mom and pops with 5 or less locations.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
And we have a lot of those here. Like, I feel like, I love seeing new restaurants like open up. I work downtown, so we see a lot of turnover. It's unfortunately like hard to stay in business sometimes,
It is,
right? The
it
restaurant industry is really tough right now, right? As food just gets more expensive, and I think that just makes it so much more important for people to understand, like you said, like where your dollar is going. Right, who are we supporting in the community? Are we supporting our local ranchers, our local farmers? It's a big deal. Yeah. So I'll make sure to ask more.
All right, thank you
And
very much.
I'll look it up on the app. So should restaurants be reaching out to you to get onto the app? Like, what do you need?
So right now we are signing up all restaurants and all producers for free.
Okay.
The first 50 restaurants and the first 50 producers that sign on are going to be completely free, no questions asked. We're not even going to take your payment info. We're literally just going to take your info. We're going to get you on the app. We're going to start getting guests in your door. We're going to start showing you the value-added proposition. And then we can talk later down the line if you want a premium position or something like that. But for right now, everything is completely free. So if you're a restaurant and you care about your product and you want to let your guests know, give me a message. You can send me a message directly through the website, which is bettersource.app. We do not do Facebook. So just go directly through the app, or you can go through our website. But just send me messages, and everything right now is completely free. We just want to get the exposure out there. We want to get the restaurants out there. We want to get the word out there.
That sounds like a great opportunity for a lot of restaurants to get on this platform right now.
Definitely. And how could they reach out to you if they got direct questions on the product?
So my direct email will be bettersourceapp@gmail.com. And my direct phone number will be 719-515-9198.
Perfect. We appreciate you for educating us, because I definitely learned a lot in just this interview alone. So we thank you for being on today.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You as well. And then we have our next guest here. We have someone that I've met a long time ago before we were both even business owners. He was someone that gave me a ride from HomeAdvisor. Demetrius with Your Carpet Guy. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks for being on. So, Your Carpet Guy, what exactly does that mean? When I hear Your Carpet Guy, I immediately go to cleaning.
Sure. So, Your Carpet Guy is just really meant to kind of be there to educate people, but it's everything from installs to repairs to stretching, just hot water extraction, cleaning as well. Do upholstery cleaning, drape cleaning. My actual job title is a master textile cleaner. So pretty much if it has fabric, I can clean it.
Ooh, I have a lot of need for this.
She owns Sailing Stone Real Estate.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do, and I think a lot of people tend to kind of negate carpet just because of past experiences.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my goal, is I want to change people's idea of carpet again. There's a lot of benefits and, what do I say here? I guess improvements to the home that can happen, if carpet is taken care of properly. People don't think about it, but carpet is actually the biggest filter inside of your home, so it's really important to maintain it.
So I gotta say, I'm impressed with the name, because no matter what they think, it has something to do with what you do.
Yep.
Yeah, no, and I think people don't maintain their carpet enough. Like, I see a lot of carpets that's like, man, you could just get this stretched, Right? And you'd be so much happier, like, with this. You're, like, looking at this every day, right? Like, I think we all kind of do that. We literally step over things that, we probably should take care of. But it's going to last a lot longer if you do those things and take care of it.
Absolutely. I think the whole reason I started my business is just to, again, the education of carpet. There's a lot of a lack of, therefore, of education in our industry. And that's really nobody's fault but our own, But people tend to overcomplicate things, and I think sometimes we walk into a house and we see real black traffic areas or red stains and things that we just go, oh, it's done and it's dead. But if it's cleaned properly, it absolutely does extend the life of the carpet, which is going to save homeowners lots of money.
Yeah, it's not cheap to replace flooring, you
Absolutely.
guys. It is not cheap.
I had Hilda, when she was first saved from being locked in that kennel, she freaked out and scratched a hole in the carpet. He's like, we could take a piece out of the closet. And he explained a whole process with ease of how, because I thought I had to replace the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my goal, is to try to save people the money, even if it's something as simple as a cat scratch or just, these traffic areas or the spot that you've cleaned and cleaned and cleaned and it won't go away. I can take care of all of those different things. It's like you said, it's all about saving the money, but also bringing value back into the home.
Now, let's say an area rug, because it's fabric. So let's say I have my grandma's 100-year-old area rug and it's lost its touch and stuff. Like, is that something you could work with? Because I've seen YouTube videos with people saving those.
Absolutely. So actually, I do area rug cleaning as well. Again, I'm a master textile cleaner, so I actually go get certified by this, corporation called the IRCRC, and this is all science-backed, proven cleaning processes. So area rugs is one of those specialty things because you do with different fibers, different colors, all those different materials. So I can do everything from a real deep clean, freshen that rug up, and I also do dyeing of carpet, which I think is a very rare thing.
What is a dyeing of carpet? Because I've never heard of that.
So when you deal with those natural materials, you mentioned, grandma's heirloom rug, they're dyed with natural materials sometimes, depending, again, on what it's made from. But you get, especially here in Colorado, we've got high UV rays and high traffic, dirt, dust, all those things are going to, it's going to abrade it, it's going to fade it. So I can actually go through an airbrush and bring that color back to life.
You will re-dye your carpets, you guys.
That sounds cool.
And on the other end of that, not just with area rugs, but if you have a cleaning lady that comes to your house once a week and maybe she was cleaning the bathroom with some bleach and she walked through, dropped a couple spots on the carpet, I can come through and touch all that up.
No way.
Absolutely. It's all about saving the carpet, saving the money, bringing the value back into the home.
Oh my God, I could have used you so many times.
Hey, at least we should know him now.
Know you now.
Yeah, that was a big thing for me, as I just want to get out there. And again, it's all about the education. A lot of people don't know that these things are even possible.
Yeah.
And again, maybe you've had a bad experience with the cleaning before, or that spot again that just won't go away, or a restretch where you mentioned, we got to replace all the carpet. There's these humps in there. All of these things are fixable. Everything with carpet is manageable to an extent, right? I'll be honest with you. If the carpet is dead, if we can't stretch it, if we can't clean it, if it's done, it's done. I'll be honest with you. But 90% of the time, I think it's just past experiences or past cleanings that have made people not want to take that chance.
There's a question on the live here. If it's a mutilated down, is it still worth saving? She says it's pretty sure it's original to the home, which was 2003.
A big part of that too is based on material. I talked about the wool. We have natural materials, but a lot of the carpet that we deal with in homes nowadays is synthetic. Variety of synthetic materials as well. It really depends on what it's made out of, but with how I clean, I use a process called hot water extraction. It's tried and true. It's what manufacturers recommend. And when you get carpet to a certain temperature, it actually tells it to stand back up, right? So again, based on materials, but most of the time, 03, they were putting in a lot of nylon carpets there.
Yeah.
Nylon is what's tried and true. So it really just depends on material there.
Well, and maybe if, like you said, you could replace some spots, pull some carpet out of the closet or something like that in some more worn down areas.
Absolutely. I just went to an estimate down in Lorson Ranch. The guy had a heavy use office space. and didn't put an office mat, which I strongly encourage anybody that has an office space. I know a lot of people work from home here, so definitely get an office mat to prevent what I'm about to fix. We've got this large soaker area that is just matted down, so we're going to pull from the closet, build a piece, cut that out, and replace it. Be like it never happened.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so now, like, if your carpet is just totally gone, do you also go in and replace carpet?
So I'm actually trying to find somebody that I can work with for installs. I am willing to do some smaller things, but installs is a whole different ballgame. It's a lot of work, a lot of carrying heavy materials, and I'd rather deal with the stuff that's already kind of laying on the floor and stretch that out.
I want to fix it.
Yeah, I'm more on the saving side rather than replacing as much as possible. You know.
Yeah, sure. No, I like that because replacing your carpet is expensive.
Yeah.
It's like so expensive.
I tell people even the cheaper stuff, and here's something we don't always take into consideration, but it is synthetic material, right? But a lot of it is petroleum based, right? So carpet fluctuates with the market just like the gas prices do. So it might be $7 a yard, it might be $20 a yard, and there's so much variation in there. So, you know, it depends on material. Again, is a huge factor there.
That would make sense. Interesting. I have another weird carpet question.
Sure.
Okay, would you say that like you can get like really nice padding and cheap carpet, and that's okay? Or would you like, do you need both?
I would say it really depends on what your goal is, what you're trying to accomplish with the carpet, right?
Luxury. No, I'm just kidding.
So padding absolutely does make a difference. You know, they have, I think, down to 7/8 up to about a 1/2 inch. You know, 1/2 inch is definitely going to feel like walking on clouds, and the 7/8 stuff does kind of wear out pretty quickly. So.
But do you think it makes your carpet last longer if you like buy a nicer pad?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it definitely makes a difference. But again, you mentioned stretching.
Yeah.
You know. This is the problem that I run into all the time. You could buy the nicest carpet on the market. You could buy the nicest pad on the market. If it's not installed correctly, it's not going to matter.
Here's a cleaning question. What is worse that you hate cleaning up on the carpet? Kids or pets?
Man, I got to say I love a bad dog. I'm not going to lie. I love a bad dog. I would much rather probably clean up dog pee than human messes, you know, but I understand that it happens, you know. I could tell you an interesting I will say I found a dog room before, which is probably the worst room that I've seen, and I've also found what I call a pee drawer. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. A mom called me and she says, I have this smell in my son's room and I don't know what's happening.
Oh, no.
I said, okay, do you guys have dogs? She said, yeah, we have 3 dogs. I come in, looking around, there's nothing on the floor. I can't find any spots visibly under a black light. And I open this closet and I go to move this little toy drawer and I hear whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Oh no!
Said, yeah, I think we found the problem. So
no.
at least dogs will go somewhere where we can find it. You know, the kids can be a little sneakier. That was probably one of the worst ones
That's terrible. I've seen some really weird stuff in houses as a fellow person that goes into people's homes for a living. We run into some weird stuff, but I don't think I've ever come across a pee drawer.
Yeah, that was a very interesting one for sure.
Oh.
You know. But again, you know, if you use the proper chemicals, and enzymes is what I use to target those, you know, bacteria from the urine and all those natural bacteria that we do run into, whether the kid gets sick or the dog throws up or we gets into something and has a mess all over the house. Enzymes is what we use. It kills the bacteria at a molecular level, you know, and that's like the best way to neutralize any kind of bacteria. Don't like to come in and cover stuff up. I want to take care of the problem and remove it.
Nice.
So tell us about you, who you are personally, so the viewers can connect with you.
Tell us something interesting.
You know, I have been a dad since I was 15 years old.
That's interesting.
Me and my wife are actually celebrating 14 years tomorrow. We have 3 beautiful boys. Everything that I do is because I want to be a good dad. You know, I think that comes with a lot of different things, is being a financially responsible, being a good dad, being a good husband, being a good son, being a good brother, you know, and that's all that's important to me. I started this really because, you know, it sounds crazy. Everybody says we start a business to have more time, and
Joke's on us.
You know, but I do.
That is untrue.
I do get the days where I get to go home early and I get to spend time with my kids. You know, my oldest son is about to be 13 years old, and having him work with me alongside me, even though he's almost bigger than me and people are questioning who the owner is now, you know, it's nice to be able to teach him just work ethic and work with my family, you know. So that's you know, all I do is I just want to be a good dad. You know, your carpet guy started as a thing just to show my kids a different way to do things, really.
Oh, I like it. He seems like a good guy.
I try.
Well, how can people get a hold of you?
You can call me directly at my phone number, 719-639-3098. You can also check out my website, yourcarpetguy.com. I'm on Facebook. I don't do too much on Instagram, but Google, Facebook.
Do you do those fun before and after videos?
I'm actually working on, I just ordered one of those cool POV cameras. I don't know if you guys have seen those, like the necklace cameras.
Yeah.
So instead of doing meta glasses or something like that, I'm going to do a few different things.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. I'll watch that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you for being on, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. We want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Brandy Pendleton with Pendleton Heating and Cooling. Use the word showcase to get $500 off your new AC installation. Alex's Super Moving Brothers, use the word showcase so you can get a third mover free. Round the Block Healthcare, they are your primary healthcare, addiction recovery, mental health. We have Freedom Recovery, also helping with the addiction recovery as well. We have I Heart Mac and Cheese, Carrie Man. Use the word showcase for buy one, get one free at our 2 locations, Woodman and Pueblo. We have Ed with Lugs and Tugs. He used the word showcase when you're getting your brake changed, and you'll get up to 6 quarts of your oil change for free as well too with that. And then when you go into Nerdstalgia at the Citadel Mall, use the word showcase to get your pin for little cool safety pin for $5 instead of $8.99. And don't forget to show Krista with Selling Stone Real Estate Love when you want to sell or buy your home. And when your next photos, don't forget to hit up Brady with Borrowed Light Photography. We'll be back after these messages. And we're back to the Small Business Showcase radio show live on KRDO 105.5 FM, 1240 AM. Live streaming past episodes on showcase-sb.com or on our YouTube or Facebook Lives. I'm your host, B-rad, with the beautiful co-host, Krista, with Sailing Stone Real Estate. And you just always bring a light to the show. And
Aww.
people tell me, even last week and all the time, like, you did great choosing her for a co-host. So I just want to take a second to show you appreciation, and I feel like I don't do that enough on the radio for you.
Well, thank you. I love being here. It's so much fun getting to chat with all these amazing business owners and like getting out into their businesses and spending time with them and experiencing wonderful things like something very special we have coming up next week.
Yep, April 15th, we will be meeting at Brush Crazy with the owner, Don, and we're going to have Carrie's I Heart Mac and Cheese special food truck mini Mac bar out as well.
Oh, I can't wait to try the mini Mac bar. So good. And paint a mini Randy. It's a mini sort of day.
It's a mini day.
It's a mini day.
And it's tax day, so we have to have fun, right?
Yes.
We have to do something that's fun instead of pay taxes.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
That's also so Titanic hit the iceberg April 14th. It went underwater on the 15th. So we're also doing the canvas painting the Titanic. Don't let your business sink on tax day like the Titanic did.
Please don't. Please do your taxes.
Yes, we have to say that because the government wants us to do that.
I know, but they're so annoying when you don't.
They're annoying when you do, too.
I know. I dread it every year. I'm the type of person that does my taxes on April 15th.
So she's definitely
Just file
going
an extension. Then you don't have to worry about till September
but
or
Then
October.
I will never do it.
Then she'll wait till that day.
Then I will just move it to that day, and I will hate myself more.
That's true.
Oh my gosh.
But also with the event too, you don't have to do just a Randy or one. You don't have to do just the canvas or one. You can make a candle, which I've never done in my life. I'm gonna do
I'm
that.
going to do that too.
You can make stuff out of clay, which the only thing that my mind goes to is ashtray.
Oh, yep. Going to do that too.
I can see Krista making a clay Randy herself.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, but I like ashtray.
And then so many ceramics, including things that we can utilize with the ashtray.
I think we called them beakers. We're gonna have such a good time out at your new location,
Yes.
right? So tell us about your new location.
You bet. We love it. It's at the northeast corner of Vickers and Academy. So it's like right there behind Chili's, next to Uptown Cheapskate and the barbecue store. We're right in between the two of them. And we can still hold the same amount of people as before, which is fantastic. And it's brighter. We have the lower ceiling, so it just looks brighter. And the layout's just much better for us. So we're super excited about it.
I can't wait to get in there and check it out. I can't wait.
I definitely can't either. I mean, I've been inside the shop and seen everything, but I have never done a painting thing before. This is going to be a whole, like...
You're not
so
much
when,
of a crafter?
I am, but when I was younger, when my dad and grandpa passed, they said because I was drawing them, I was too depressed. So this is something new. I'm coming back because of the ketamine therapy, so it's all working perfectly for this.
Well, I'm a big believer in art therapy.
Yes.
I love to craft, and I did painting for a really long time. When my dad passed, I painted rocks for like years and got really heavily involved into like with 719 Kindness rocks, and they're amazing also.
That makes sense why you were so excited that I found that rock up there and we had to leave it.
For someone else.
Yep.
For someone else. Yeah. So it's good. I just love that, and I love that you're bringing so many different types of crafts, because I think we kind of get stuck on like, oh, it's just painting, but it's not. There's like
Or
so
it's
many
just
things.
ceramics, or it's just wood. And we have all of the above plus more.
And you can use the word showcase
We
on our
can.
website and get 20% off, $10 deposit, and $10 goes towards your order.
Yep.
So, what a perfect way to come and experience this. Krista, when we did the Rap Tour Adventures, got to experience Pikes Peak for the first time. And now
that was
she
amazing.
gets to be with me while I experience craft for the first time.
Crafting.
I haven't done anything like this since art class in elementary and middle school.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't take any art classes in high school.
Oh, well, you're going to love it. It's so fun, and I'm very excited to see everyone come paint the mini raptors.
Yes.
Because that's going to be fun. And, just a side note, if you want to come, paint a raptor and donate it, we'll put them all up
There you
in
go.
Sailing Stone, like with Randy.
Maybe I wasn't planning on painting a Randy. I will now, just to have my Randy at your office.
Yes, get
The
your
B-rad
Randy.
Randy.
Yes.
B-rad Randy.
We want to see all of your amazing Randy creations and Titanic creations and candle creations and all of it. I'm so stoked for it.
So with the candle making, do we get to choose like the smells
You
and
do,
stuff?
and you actually mix your own. So, like, if you're a big coconut fan, you can still do plumeria or whatever and still come back and add coconut or vanilla. We have over 50 different fragrances.
And are these refillable once we make them
Yes.
after I burn them up?
Yep.
So you can bring your jar back?
You can, yes, bring it back. And if you even have your favorite jar from a previous company that you're like, I love this vessel, if it's clean, you can bring your vessel in and we'll just charge by the ounce for that, too.
So if I love this particular Yankee Candle jar for whatever reason, thinking of Yankee Candle, that's what my grandma's used to buy. I can bring that in.
And refill it.
I love that. But we're also going to have some amazing food. Tell us about how the food truck's going.
Well, it's on hiatus this week because we have a few other little things going on, but it's going really well. Our first month out last month, we did 8 events and made as much money as my closed location did. So I'm very happy with that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you can have people can have you come out to their private event.
Absolutely, yeah. I've done a lot of research. There's food trucks that do minimums, like they won't come unless there's a guaranteed minimum amount. Right now, I'm looking for more exposure, so I'm not doing a minimum. So if you've got, a family reunion, or it's your bachelor party, or it's the neighborhood picnic or whatever that you do every year, and you just want a food truck to come out and feed, 25 to 50 people, you're not going to find a lot of people that will come, but I'll be there. Come get the mini mac bar.
Now, do you have the mac and cheese bites on the truck?
I do not, because I don't have the oven on the truck. So
that's
mini mac bar is only build your own mac and cheese, and we only have a limited number of veggies and proteins. So if you want anything else,
You gotta
go to
the
mac
store.
and cheese. Yep, go to the restaurant.
Smart though.
You know, I can't have everything from the restaurant in the trailer. I'd have to have a 50-foot trailer, and
Yeah.
I'm not pulling that. I barely pull a 12-foot trailer.
We're gonna talk to her a year from now, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, this is easy. What was I thinking?"
Hey, I'm learning how to back it up. So
That's so funny.
You haven't backed into anything yet, right?
no, not yet. I haven't hit anything. I've been able to get the gas tank refilled again and been okay.
You're doing great. You're doing. I can't wait to try whatever mac and cheese creation with my other creations. It's gonna be so creative.
Right, yeah.
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 So what else is going on in your world? Any fun other events coming up?
We're doing our Pueblo Punishers tailgating again. Saturday the 11th is the today is the Louisiana Rougarou team.
The what?
Louisiana Rougarou. I don't know what a Rougarou is, but that's what they
I
are.
have never heard of a Rougarou.
I don't know.
Does anybody on the live know what a Rougarou
Right,
is?
so-
Tell us.
It sounds
they're
like a
from,
little kid was just going, "Ooh, hey, that's our name."
They're from the Shreveport area of northern Louisiana.
That explains a
You know,
lot.
we hope to send them home with a loss because we'd like to win again. So
Yeah, you're gonna feed them.
we will. We'll
Yes.
feed them. We'll feed them very well. And yeah.
So if I, on your mini Mac bar, if I wanted just your macaroni and cheese and your amazing homemade ranch, is that possible?
I haven't brought
Done.
the ranch to the trailer, but I can bring the ranch to the trailer
We
because
might need a
that's
ranch drizzle on
yeah,
top.
Yeah.
You know, I've done. I just brought in barbecue sauce and buffalo sauce, so I'll
Which
throw
is
some
really
ranch in
Ranch
good. I
and
actually-
barbecue mixed together
Mhm,
is
the
amazing.
best, the
Ranch
best, yeah.
BQ.
Yeah.
There you go.
Barbecue.
There's your new mix. That's what makes your mini bar
Branch.
unique. The
Branch.
the
It's
Ranch-a-Brew.
Ranch-a-Q.
There you go.
No, I'll put some on for you.
Oh, I
Just
love
for
it.
you.
Look at you making changes to the truck
Right.
already.
That's an easy one. You just stick it in the refrigerator.
That's why we're building an empire. We
But
got to
I'm
help
not-
everyone.
I'm not bringing you an oven so you can have Mac bites.
No,
so.
you gotta go to Woodman or
Go to
Pueblo.
Woodman or Pueblo. Yeah.
So, Carrie and Nerdstalgia, Griff are going to be going together on a booth that we're throwing at the Fan Fest. So it's
Oh,
going to
no
be
way.
I forgot about that.
it's going to be me, you, Randy, Carrie, and Nerdstalgia, and it's perfect because she's going to have mac and cheese.
Mhm.
He's going to have toys. Why aren't people going to stop at
Right.
that booth?
I know. Oh, and Randy's gonna be there.
And
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
we're gonna have so
It's a
much fun.
perfect little combo booth.
I don't know.
Do you know that we have a mascot for
No.
the food truck?
For the food truck?
For the food truck, yeah.
No, this is news to us.
He's a big giant wedge of cheese, of course, right?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
We're gonna have so many fun.
On break, I'm going to
pictures.
show you a video we did at a past game for the Punishers. They had Texas Roadhouse, Chick-fil-A, Planet something or another ice cream, and another place in us. All of our mascots were at the game, and so they did a mascot race.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That's
that's
hilarious.
hilarious.
Okay, well, guess who won?
the cheese.
Yes, of course, Mac won. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing! I can't wait for the
Yeah.
cheese. Does it have a name?
His name is Mac.
His name is Mac. Okay,
Mac.
I can't wait
Mac.
for Mac and Randy to meet.
Yes.
Um,
I think they'll be best friends.
I know. And have you guys been to FanFest before?
Never.
Like, it's crazy.
Never.
So it's downtown, like on Tejon, and it's right before. It's like the opening
Pre-game
of
for the
Pikes
race.
Peak Hill Climb.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like, I mean, it's thousands of people, and they bring out cool cars, and they set up, and it's like, I mean, it's crazy out
yeah.
there. So we're super excited to
When
be
is
a
that?
part of it.
June 18th. Is that right?
It's on a
June
date.
17th.
Nobody knows.
I
Nobody
believe.
knows. Okay,
Nobody knows.
It's in the
Let's
middle
look
of
in-
June.
I
Let's
walked
look at the
out
June
of the room to
calendar.
grab the next guest, and now you're asking me the date.
It's Friday, June 19th.
Friday,
There we go,
June
19th.
That's
There you
wonderful.
go.
So we'll all be down there, and
Fun.
it's going to be a fabulous time.
5 to 10 p.m.
Oh,
Tejon Street between Colorado Avenue and Bijou Street.
They'll also be having motorcycles do jumps and tricks and stuff.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. They have
If
so
they
much
don't
stuff.
come, they're really missing out.
Yeah,
It's
and we'll
a
be out
party.
there with KRDO, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're all going
So,
to be
so
KRDO,
fun.
Small Business Showcase, I Heart Mac and Cheese, and Nerdstalgia.
What a good time.
Yep.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, we appreciate you guys for being on, and we look forward to April 15th. Don't
Yep.
forget, use
See
the
you
word
next week.
showcase so you can get 20% off and $10 sign up. And again, that $10 goes to your order too.
And buy one, get one free.
I was going to say,
mac and
don't
cheese.
forget, buy one, get one free with Showcase at I Heart Mac and Cheese.
Yes,
Whitman
ma'am.
or Pueblo, yeah.
And buy one, get one free at any of those locations. Get free pancakes, no purchase necessary at Snooze. Our next guest, Brandy, with Pendleton Heating and Cooling, you get $500 off her AC install. You get a pen at Nerd Stodger for $5 instead of $8.99. Lugs and Plugs, when you do your brakes, you get a free oil change up to 6 quarts. And with Alex with Super Moving Brothers, you get a third mover for free.
Nice.
Holy moly.
It's a lot.
The
It's powerful
discount
words.
list has gotten so big. That's amazing. You
Yeah.
guys are doing such a great job.
And we
Thank
love
you.
Thank
having
you.
you ladies on.
Oh, we love you
And we'll
guys.
see
We
you on
love you guys,
Wednesday.
too.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Next, we have Brady with Pendleton Heating and Cooling, the most amazing HVAC person who's bringing integrity back to the world. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great.
To the whole world.
To the whole world.
Because you're going to get that big. Everyone's going to know your name.
Okay, cool.
You always look so amazing and like on theme for whatever. Like you've got this whole. You're always themed up.
I'm a theme girly. I can't
I
help
like
it.
it. I like it.
Sometimes
Look
I
at her
think it might be
nails.
cringy, but I don't really care because I really like it.
Yeah. No, I'm into it. I'm a theme guy. I wear a lot of dinosaurs. These are beautiful. I gotta find your nail person. Anyway, it's always so nice to have you on. How
Thank
are things
you.
going in the
Good,
world
good.
of HVAC?
Everything's good. Kind of gearing up for the summer season. So it's been a little quiet the last few days, but the weather's been nice. So
Yeah.
when it's mild outside, it usually stays fairly quiet. But any extreme, and then it's a busy day.
So what do you think you're getting more hits on right now just because the weather's been crazy? Is there more heater maintenance calls or more AC maintenance calls going on right now? Just curious.
As far as maintenance goes, most people are probably getting to it. Well, I don't know. We haven't had a lot of maintenance calls.
Okay, no one's needing maintenance right now. That's
well,
a good
they
thing.
need it. They're just not doing it.
They're not
Now
changing
is
their
the
filter,
good time
right?
to be doing it
It's a
because it's not busy.
wonderful time. Yeah.
So in the middle of summer, when we have 5 no cool calls, and someone calls and says, "Hey, I'd like to get my air conditioner cleaned," and then they get sad that they have to wait a couple weeks. But unfortunately, the no cools have to be priority. So. We have to schedule those accordingly. So if you do have maintenance that you plan on doing, now is a great time to do it before it starts getting real warm.
And it's kind of like, I feel like it's about the time where you can get your heater and your AC just done all in one swoop.
Absolutely.
Right? Like just
Absolutely.
get them both done and taken care of for the beginning of the year and yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
Get set
And
up.
don't you do maintenance like a loyalty program too? That they should be taking advantage of anyways?
Yeah, so we have the Pendleton Savings Plan, and with that plan you get both your furnace and air conditioner taken care of twice a year, and also have discounts and priority placement and all these extra benefits for being part of our maintenance plan. And a normal service like that would cost $798, and we do it for $398.
$398 to do your furnace and your AC twice a year.
Correct.
Plus, you're gonna remind me when to change my filter.
Yeah, and we give you a discount. So let's say you do have an emergency and your furnace goes out. We're going to give you a discount when we come out to do that as well. And then we have kind of some exclusive promotions that we push out for our clients. And like I said, you get priority placement. So if your furnace goes out and Joe's goes out, we're going to go see you before we go see Joe. We're still going to take care of Joe, but we're going to take care of you first
That's a pretty good deal.
at a fraction of the price. So.
Yeah.
You can even do it monthly and pay $35 a month, which does equal $420 instead of $398. But that just helps us with some of those credit card fees and stuff. So it's a great deal.
Yeah. No, that sounds good.
And it helps, doing yearly. You don't have to remind you to make a monthly payment and all that fun stuff.
It's already done.
Yep.
Yes, you can do it either way. You can pay for it up front and not have to worry about it, or we do automatic monthly payments, so you don't have to remember to do anything. And then as far as your services go, we also call you and schedule those for you, so you don't even have to remember when your service needs to be
And
done.
that sounds perfect for people like me who will
And
put
me.
that stuff off.
Because I don't know how long it's been since the filter's been changed at the place I'm living at. And but that's my landlord's responsibility, not mine.
Well, unless you're real cold, then you'll be wishing that you'd thought to change the filter too.
Well, it's summertime. I want to be
or
cold.
hot. I know how much you like to be hot, so We'll just wait till you have an oven in your house.
She told me
You'll be
that
like, maybe I should have changed that filter.
All right.
she told me the other day I set my AC too low, actually.
Yes, that's the thing here too. People don't want
I
to
set
hear.
mine at 65 degrees.
That does seem a little cold.
I like it cold, but in the wintertime, I hate being cold.
You're a walking contradiction, B-rad.
I'm like a 70-degree guy. Like if it's 70.
I would love that. If
If
I could
it's
live somewhere that was
70,
70 all the time, I'd be
that's-
very happy.
my house
As long
is
as there was
pretty much
mountains.
70. My house is 70 all the time.
Good. That's a good
Like
temperature
that's
to be
what
at.
I want to be at.
That's very good. In the summertime, people think they kick their temperature down really low. It's going to make it cool faster or cool colder, and that's just not how it works. The refrigerant in there starts moving, and then it starts getting too cold, and it starts to freeze in the lines and then of course it's not going to work.
So now you're working against yourself.
Exactly. And your pipes, they're sort of pipes, but not really. Your refrigerant lines are copper piping, so they freeze, and they will freeze pretty solid, and it takes a while for you to realize it, and then you have to go at least 24 hours, if not more, with no air conditioning to let it defrost before the service guy can even come and do anything, because when it's frozen we can't do anything because it's a block of ice.
So
there's
don't
ice
turn
on.
your air conditioner down all
It's
the
not
way.
a great idea.
It's a bad idea.
Because we have less air, because we're higher altitude. It doesn't support the airflow for really low temperatures. So we always recommend for people to keep their thermostats between 70 and 72. People move here from other states that are, sea level, and they don't believe us, and then they freeze their systems. So just take the advice if you like, and if not, that's okay. It's your house, it's your comfort,
And we'll
but
be
it'll
there when you
also be
need
your
us.
wallet if you have to pay for it. Yeah.
There's
for
a
sure.
question on the live is if you turn your furnace and AC back and forth between the 70 and the 30 degree weather that's going on right now, is that actually bad for your system?
No, not necessarily, as long as you don't forget to turn your air conditioner off when it starts to cool off, because then you'll have that same freeze up problem. But as long
So
as
if it's getting cold at night.
yeah, I wouldn't do like extremes, like turn your furnace up to 80 and then turn your air conditioner down to 60.
Like I do?
But normal, what most people would consider normal adjustments are not going to hurt anything.
Okay.
Great question though.
Yeah, she told me the other day that I'm risking freezing my AC because I was on the phone with her. I'm like, it's not working, it's doing this. And she's like, what?
Probably because I was frozen.
She said, I shouldn't have had it at 65. And she's like, dude, it's almost nighttime. I'm like, it's still hot in here.
It was 60 something degrees outside, so
You could just open a window.
an air conditioner takes the heat out. It doesn't put cooling in. Most people think it cools the air. It actually takes the heat out of the air. So if the air is already 65 degrees, how's
It's
it going
not
to take any
doing
more out of it, Brad? B-rad?
Well, that's why we need someone like you to put me and other people like me in our places
There
when
we
we
go.
learn our systems.
We need the education. We need to know. Well, it's hard to remember, so it's good to have, you need experts, man. You need experts. Yeah, I'm going to get on that maintenance plan, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good value for sure. And we take really good care of our customers. So
You
You'll
do.
always
You've
have
been
some-
out and done, you guys have come out and done a few things for us recently over at Sailing Stone, and
Yeah.
it's been amazing. We love having you on our team to help our clients,
I
so
appreciate that very much.
it's really cool. So we're excited about that for
Thank
sure.
you.
Oh,
Thank you.
we've got a break because B-rad has to have some milk too.
It's got to hydrate.
You guys
Gotta
stopped
hydrate.
right when I put it up to my mouth.
It's gotta hydrate. So what are you looking forward to this summer? Because it is coming.
Yes,
It is coming for you.
We'll just have to see how busy we get, I guess. I would really, I love to be outdoors, so I love to go camping and hiking and all of those kinds of things, so I plan on spending a lot of my time doing that. Kip is gearing up to go hunting this weekend, so I might join him for a little while just for funsies, not because I like to shoot things, but
Yeah.
I do like to climb in the mountains, so he goes and shoots things and I explore.
There you go. That sounds fun. I mean, I think it's going to be a hot one, though. I think it's
Yeah,
going to be hot.
yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
It won't be as bad up in the mountains, though.
No.
And the night times it'll still be pretty cold. So
I've been working on my breathing with Around the Block Healthcare, and Randy went with me to Garden of the Gods, and we were able to get past where I normally die, and I didn't die.
Oh, good job. You made it. That's good.
he
It's
didn't
important.
die, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
great
Especially when you've been
day.
misdiagnosed for years.
Yeah. No, I'm
100%.
glad you're
Oh, I
getting
know
that
that
figured
feeling.
out. Yeah. It's nice to be able to get out and enjoy. I'm not much of an outdoorsy person.
She'd rather be on the patio with an ice cold one.
That's true.
That is outdoors, sister. I was just going to say, I beg to differ because I know you like your patio.
Yeah, and my favorite place outdoors is usually a swim-up bar.
Yeah,
like,
there you go.
That's where, you know.
Still outdoors.
Yeah, so that's
You're still
how I
getting
like to
vitamin
spend
D?
time. Yeah, I'm not going to the bathroom in the woods. Nope, I'm not that guy. But it is. I like the beautiful days.
She's the
weather.
She's the reason why they have porta potties at campgrounds now.
She doesn't even want a porta potty.
I'm not doing that either. Mm-mm.
She's just, I'm not going out there.
Nope.
Nope. Too many bugs.
Yeah. Well, I know. There's a lot of either or in this state. People either like just looking at them or they like going out into them, and that's okay.
What about both?
Well,
I like looking at them too.
There you go. Yeah. You
Oh
have
wait, we're
such
talking about the mountains, not. Oh, my bad.
Such a weirdo.
That's why we all get along on this show.
I know it.
So we got about 3 minutes left. Is there anything that we haven't talked about recently, or at all that you want people to know about you or the business?
No, I don't think so. I mean, just keep in mind that now is a great time to get that maintenance done if you're planning on doing so. And then don't forget that there's the code for Showcase if you would like to get an air conditioner installed this year. You can get $500 off of it, and now's a good time to start planning
Trust
for that
me, that AC is nice. You don't put it down to 65 like me, but that AC is nice.
Yeah, and I think a lot of houses don't have them, and a lot of people that move here are from other places are surprised that like we don't build homes with AC like initially here. Like so, every AC that's added was added in at some point, or an extra charge from the builder, or
that's what
whatever
I was
it
just
is.
Say. They're doing them more now, but I still think it's like an extra charge
you're still
type of
paying
deal.
for it. Yeah, it's still an option.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not surprised as far as because that's what the trend was. This is a way to be able to, make more money. So it doesn't surprise me much. But
I think we still have a lot of property that doesn't have air conditioning.
Oh, I agree.
It's like
100%.
I mean, there's a lot, and
100%.
it does feel like it's getting hotter, whether it is or not. It certainly it feels hot out there. Maybe it's just me getting older or thicker. But
that could.
I'm the thickest one at this table. Come on now.
I think that Colorado Springs has grown so much so quickly, and there's a lot more concrete than there used to be, and trees absorb some of the heat. Foliage
and there's more taller buildings.
Asphalt kind of just keeps it. Hanging around. And so I think that's part of the reason why it's feeling hotter. In certain areas. It's just a theory. I'm not a scientist.
Well, also like downtown, all the big tall
things,
apartment buildings. That's keeping wind from blowing too.
Well, that's probably true too. And just the use of energy causes, like anytime you use energy, there's heat that comes with it, right? So all of those things have just made it warmer. Yeah. And people who are not used to not having air conditioning at all are
gonna
think they're dying. Yeah, 100%.
People ask me all the time. They're like, "Well, what do you do?" And I'm like, "We play the window game."
100. Yeah, that's what we've done my whole life.
That's how we grew up. Yeah.
Do you do anything with portable ACs? There's a live question. If there's any recommendations on portable ACs, cleaning, runtime, etc.
They mean like window units or like those little rollable type ones?
When I think portable AC, I think the rollable ones, at least me.
Yeah, well, those are very similar. I mean, they work the same way as like a window unit. No, we don't work on those. I would say maybe a small appliance place or something might. And as far as like maintenance and all the things on those, if there's a little filter in there, which there usually is, make sure you keep that clean. I wouldn't turn those down very low either. And also, when you're looking, well, I guess on the portable ones you can't really see the fans and all that stuff. I just keep the drain and the filter clean.
So how can someone reach you if they have any questions on their home AC or furnace?
The best way to reach us is to call or text us at our office number, 719-219-2190. But you can also reach out to us on our website, pendletonheating.com, or on Facebook or Instagram.
Perfect. And we appreciate you for your time, and thanks for listening in to the Small Business Showcase. Don't forget, May 2nd, where we're launching the 719 Food Truck Social at Sunshine Studios Live. This one's going to be different. We got seating, music, games. Come hang out and socialize and try these food trucks we're going to start showcasing. And thanks for tuning in on the Small Business Showcase. We'll see you all next week.